Baby, hush, you race it, I'm not in a rush. Take your opinion, step in it, dust. Ballers in my DM make me blush. Huh? Wait, why you all up in my plate? All in my business, copy and paste. Bitch, I'm a star, you riding his wave. If God...
Fire Radio.
So Fresh is on the beat.
It's just a kiss, baby.
Baby, hush, you race it, I'm not in a rush. Take your opinion, step in it, dust. Ballers in my DM make me blush. Huh? Wait, why you all up in my plate? All in my business, copy and paste. Bitch, I'm a star, you riding his wave. If God's not in your life, I don't want it. Straight to the top, you know I'm about it. No time for an op, ain't tryna be violent. Dripping in Prada, look at my outfit. Murder this first, bitch, I'm a culprit. Mommy is Kenyan, daddy's Italian. Pushing this whip and these horses is stallion. Some say I'm overrated, some say I'm underrated. Just trying to feed NJ, I'm just trying to make paper. Some pretend that they like me, but I know that they hate us. Bitch, don't kill my vibe, quit testing my patience. You're not killing the vibe, you don't wanna try it. Double the price, you cannot buy this. I'm talking double the price. You can't buy this ice. You never saw it coming. You never saw it coming. You never saw it coming. Leave it to karma, get it out. You never saw it coming. You never saw it coming. You never saw it coming. Leave it to karma, get it out.
Baby, I'm pulling up to the party late, giving them nothing but energy, pouring up nothing but Hennessy. Middle fingers to my enemies. I'ma love it till they need the beef. I'ma love it till I'm Swiss beast. Then I'm loving on Alicia Keys. Hey, baby, what's trapping? She told me she don't wanna rap. I know why she don't, but let's see what's up after the party just started. I gotta go hit the stage. Most of these niggas be Minute-Maid. 15, all a nigga get. Black tints when I'm in the whip. Black man with a lot of chips. Foreign jacket with designer zips. Let me show you rappers how to drip. If I'm overrated, then you're under it. Analytics say the women loving it. Respectfully, I make them all feel special. She got a man, but cheated tonight. Ayy, quantity casual.
You never saw it coming. You never saw it coming. You never saw it coming. Leave it to karma, get it out. You never saw it coming. You never saw it coming. You never saw it coming. Leave it to karma, get it out.
Big man Kwamini. Yeah. Big man Kwamini jitu. Nikireminisce kwao na jisifu. Wako cut from cloth iko see-through. Nona weakness yao angawivu. Sona ban bridge yao na tajivu. Back-to-back hits, melodies, raps, number one on your list. No apologies, facts, I'm back on my shit. Niki take break, unaona vile game na ni miss. Nani anaweza bragi design bila ku-exaggerate. Sautu ni rhymes, najua hawa-relate. Hakuna ule ana keep up na ipes. Just keep in mind hakunanga debate. Ya bidii na time nina dedicate. Slim lakini my account heavyweight. Ukini meet na kanga na levitate. Medicate alafu na meditate. Mi bado wanani rank. Hewa safi mali najificha, usisahau mitani za kipunk. Unatakaje bana yoni peti cash, usione rapa ijazi bank. Price ya C-class kwa M-Pesa na sabufa ndani ya trunk. Kwa nini time ikifika wale sema wanajiweza wezangi tokea. Uamini vile unapitwa nika umesimama uzea uwezangi ngojea. Natoka mahali mali upotea, heshima lazima usiwahi jikosea. Amini sikuwa na lala nilikuwa na lima, ndo maana uwezangi compare. Ni mlango gani wa kitinga ukoshua siezi fungua na jina sukamu ni dea. Haungenisikiza kama singeifanya vile nilisema sushajionea. Kaniko kuna marashi kwa air, ila udi natupa sana nikana tangaza imati wapi na ichomea. Juni maksudi sitaji tetea, shoot for maziwa nikade la mea. Obituary seme ulikuwa milionea, ovichwa kicheki ni kazi naongea. Kichwa ni heavy, ju crown iko there. Sikuna break mina ingia kuprepare. Hiki tu utaiteka kuna mtu kupea. Na kuna lift ni stairs. Big man kwa mini jitu. Money talks na ni sanifu. dojwe nani mabola. You should know people, unatembea kila mali na kisu. Ombo sikutane na pistol, dojwe nani wakora. You should know people, big man kwame ni
jitu. Wame switch plans out when the bitch moves. Kona hitman ta, kona pistol. Keep your distance, pal, we gon' get you. Tunapiga bishang down na mamchinku. Ukidis mau mau ni mavitus. Na kudunga skinny tan brown kama missiles. Told you big man kwame ni jitu. Mama told me keep that crown cause it fits you. I only perform when I want to. Sean Kiri has your contract, your corporate. These niggas wanna ride on your dick for some blood dog watch and I can't say a prostate. Negative talks in it, your mate picture, molo badon do a coca portrait. IQ high na philosophy ya BC, Sarakasi doma was Socrates. Been to a lot in my life, feta kinitem ya mate ni fine. Nani discuss, nani alisema kutafuti wa dream kate ni crime. Nani blame niki. Ain't no such thing as halfway dope shit, telling me ni perfect design. Kusikiona nimeshiba ni afya, kama after ni kana lipwa na Russia. Scotch finish tu ni mindo na crashia. Chanuka bros kwa kapita Selassia. Been a nut case since to feed us. Lullaby song moms played me ether. First nickname mans call me the Reaper. Shinwag one brother pass me the Reaper. Slice a nigga up like pizza. Tell me, if you know a rapper who can keep up, keep it a buck, no, let's keep it a meter. Phonic, you ain't only pick up Nikita. Kanaka sitaki. Simba bogi piga kaki na tafis. Looks jolly kani safi, si safi. Long as niko na kitu attractive for packing. The streets love the heat, so they copping it. I feel like a beast in an orphanage. Aiming is heat in your esophagus. Fuck what you think, I'm Clark Kent in Metropolis. How you gonna settle for average? The code has been cracked, I unraveled it. Crafted this gift to perfection, the aura that your niggas doing the Kaepernick. I was OG before the IG, walingi ya IG before the OG. Slight IG, nikai kusaidi, una hide ID, ukipost emojis. Now the bets are off, unajipata matani, juu hauombi Mungu. Neza kwa mjinga according to you, but unajua nyani ayo.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Let's Pop with Ewerton. It's a Wednesday here on the best radio station, the Blackout Friday Network. Remember to download our app on Google Store, stream live on www.blackoutfriendnetwork.com to find amazing, uplifting conversations in regards to what matters more. I always say it's always about redefining Africans as we redefine ourselves, because you are the change you need to see in the world. Thank you guys for joining me here live on TikTok. Remember to like and invite more people to join in an amazing, uplifting conversation right away here on Let's Talk with Ewerton. Thank you guys for joining me live on YouTube, on X. We are basically everywhere on the network. Remember to follow and like most of our conversation, and also on the app, on the start section on the app as you download it on Google Store, you'll find amazing healthy supplements on the start section. Click on it, another tab will appear, the BHFM Sports Store. Click on it, it's gonna basically lead you to another beautiful page where you'll find amazing healthy supplements for the ladies, basically growing their hair, and you want to have amazing strong nails, a glowing skin. For the guys, you're also on their journey for working out. Remember, you'll definitely find the healthy supplements to basically help you in their journey. Today we're going to be talking about effects of tap water and why we should drink alkaline water. We'll dive in a bit as I share a video here, funny video in regards to understanding that we are the change you need to see in the world. There's a little bit of comedy, but let's listen in before we start.
And I always wanted to meet her just so I could understand. Oh, I don't know why or how everybody got this goddamn sensitive. You know who hates me the most? The transgender community. Yeah, these motherfuckers. I mean, I didn't realize how bad it was. These motherfuckers, I was really mad about that last Netflix special. It's tough, man. I don't know what to do about it because I like them. I always have. Never had a problem with them. You know, just fucking around. As a matter of fact, I think I make fun of everybody. And I mean, as a group of people, they have to admit, it's kind of fucking hilarious, man. I'm sorry, bro. It's like, I've never seen somebody in such a hilarious predicament not have a sense of humor about it. They're born feeling like there's something other than they're born as, and that's kind of funny, you know. I mean, it's funny if it's not happening to you. It's like that white black bitch that's in the news all the time. Rachel Doe.
So it's a white lady, literally, who feels like she's black. You know, that really got me. And it's so funny how she convinces people that she's African and she's literally white. And Dave Chappelle's actually gives a little bit more information about this.
Olser. She's a white woman, but then she dressed up like a nigga and shot her way up to the very top of blackness. And I always wanted to meet her just so I could understand. I just wanted to like have dinner with her so I could just look in her eyes and call her a nigger to her face. The fuck is that bitch talking about? I identify black. That is trans talk, lady. Stop biting. Stop biting. It's a big difference between her and a trans. The difference between her and a trans is I believe transgenders. I don't understand them either, but I know they mean what they say. Them niggas cut their dicks off. That's all the proof I need. I've never seen somebody just throw their dick away. Don't need it. I don't understand, but I believe you and I support your decision, motherfucker. But how far is Rachel willing to go?
How far is that lady white ready to go to prove that she's African? How far is the question?
What is Rachel willing to do so that we blacks can believe that she believes she's actually one of us?
So this white lady believes she's African, right? She's an African lady, but she's white. So the question is, how far is she willing to go to prove that she's African?
Bitch, are you willing to put a lien on your house? Invest in a mixtape that probably won't work out? She didn't even change her name. Didn't even change her name. Her name is Rachel. I can't believe in that name. If you want my support, you're gonna have to change your name to the blackest shit I've ever heard. Bitch, you're gonna have to change your name to Draymond Green. I don't know a blacker name than that. That shit is black on paper. If you type Draymond Green into Airbnb, that shit will log off automatically.
That's it to Dave Chappelle, basically talking about how far is Rachel going or willing to go to prove she's African. Just a little bit of comedy, but we're going to dive into a conversation in regards to effects of tap water and why we should drink alkaline water. We're going to define alkaline water, right? So alkaline water has a high pH level that of plain tap water, right? So proponents say that it can neutralize acid in your bloodstream. Some say that alkaline water can help prevent diseases such as cancer and heart disease. And we see here mostly in Africa or Kenya, a lot of people drink a lot of tap water and they basically do not know any effect of tap water because it's super available in the houses that you're renting or living, tap water. And sometimes you don't even think about having like filtered water, or you can put like water guard in it to basically help you drink a little bit of safe water. And there are basically effects of drinking tap water or water that is not clean. There's cholera, diseases, affects your skin, literally. For the ladies, it can also affect your reproductive system, honestly, even in regards to diseases that are found in the reproductive area. And the disadvantages of that, are going to take a looking into that right away. But as I said earlier, alkaline water is slightly less acidic than regular drinking water and contains alkaline minerals. Drinking alkaline water is generally safe and also helps prevent diseases such as cancer and heart disease. So I recommend we should all be following the fact that we should drink more alkaline water than tap water. Tap water is not safe. How bad is tap water, guys? how bad is tap water? Because I believe sometimes we've grown up in the way we've been trained, we just drink tap water. Some people do not even understand the effect. You don't even think about it because that's what you drink every day. You don't even question anything about it. And nobody basically told you tap water is not good for your health. So let's take a listen in regards to how bad is tap water, and is it okay to drink tap water, and why should we drink more alkaline water? Let's listen in.
In males or females or both. There's a wonderful review, wonderful because it's so thorough, although the news isn't great. It's very thorough, which is great, which is entitled Endocrine Disruptors in Water and Their Effects on the Reproductive System. This is a review from...
As I said earlier, tap water basically affects the reproductive system. Ladies, can cause like skin disease. Also, you might get sick or you will get sick. Tap water is not really safe. I believe we should basically recommend or basically start a habit of drinking more alkaline water.
From 2020 that analyzes water from a bunch of different sources within the world and essentially focuses on a few key components. First of all, it focuses on the concentration of minerals, that is magnesium and calcium within water. Many people don't realize this, but so-called hard water sounds terrible, right? But hard water is water that contains magnesium and calcium, which turns out to be a good thing. Some water contains more magnesium and calcium. Other water contains less.
To continue how bad is tap water, I'm just going to give a few lists of effects of tap water. Contaminants in our water can lead to health issues, right? That's tap water, including gastrointestinal illness, reproductive problems, and neurological disorders. Infants or young children, pregnant women, the elderly, and people with weakened immune system may be at increased risk for becoming sick after drinking contaminated water or tap water. And how does tap water affect the body? If drinking water contains unsafe levels of contaminants, it can cause health effects, as I said earlier, such as gastrointestinal illness, nervous system, or reproductive effects, and chronic diseases such as cancer, as I said earlier.
Plus, they looked at the presence of magnesium and calcium because that is going to impact the pH of water. In general, the higher concentrations of magnesium and calcium in water, the higher the pH. That is, the more alkaline that water is, and the lower levels of magnesium and calcium, the more acidic or lower pH that water tends to be. The other thing that this review addresses is the concentration of so-called DBPs, dog, bulldog, porcupines, DBPs, which are disinfection byproducts contained in water. So obviously local governments, the government wants your drinking water to be clean. They don't want contaminants in it. They don't want.
Not really. I basically disagree with that because there's a lot of more tap water being pushed everywhere, mostly here in Kenya.
Sewage in that water.
I can see. And I believe this topic is very important because people don't really question a lot of water, and you should be hydrated like every time, 24 hours, every minute. Just drink water. And the more you're consuming a lot of tap water, you're putting your life at risk because it's not something that is mostly really just mentioned a little bit in school, right? But not really pushed like a dire subject that you're having maybe in your household or whatever you go. I know people that do not drink tap water. I don't like tap water, salty. And I believe even using safe, I can say chemicals, not even safe, like water guard. It's we have water guard being pushed to basically help you filter contaminated water, but it's still not safe.
Water, they don't want chemical contaminants that are going to make people immediately sick. So they treat water treatment plants treat water with disinfection products, and those disinfection products create things called disinfection byproducts. And the presence of those DBPs or disinfectant byproducts can strongly impact the pH of water by way of changing the concentrations of magnesium and calcium. Put differently, I do believe that governments are trying to provide people with clean water, but in doing so, oftentimes will introduce things to that water that are not good for us. Now,
Yeah, I agree with that. It's not really clean water. They will try to do, but it's not still clean water. Finding clean water is so hard. Can be hard here in the 254.
it's very clear that DBPs can cause endocrine disruption in ways that are not good for reproductive health. I did a very long, in fact, 4.5-hour episode on fertility and vitality. That was male and female fertility, by the way, and vitality. That, again, you can find at hubermanlab.com, that talks about all the biological processes involved in the generation of healthy eggs and sperm and creating healthy embryos, implantation of embryos, and so forth. It's very clear that DBPs have been shown to disrupt ovarian function, spermatogenesis, and fertility outcomes, even at concentrations of DBPs that are present in drinking water that comes from the tap. Now, does that mean that you shouldn't drink tap water? Well, the answer to that is it depends.
I believe it's a yes. Mostly here, I don't recommend everybody to drink tap water. We're going to digress from that to this conversation. Like, what is the problem with the tap water? Now, tap water, including basically chlorine byproducts, the PFAs, microplastic, and lead from old pipes, right? There have been reports and concerns about pharmaceuticals in tap water, but the levels are far below anything that will impact humans, obviously.
What does it depend on? Well, it depends on several things. First of all, I highly recommend that everybody go online and put in your zip code and ask for a water analysis of water that comes out of the tap in that zip code. This is something that is readily available online, at least to my knowledge. And unfortunately, there's no specific one site that I can send everyone to get an in-depth.
I believe it should be a very important topic, because water, I feel like something we use every day. You use it to shower, to basically wash your hands, to cook, everything. So it should be a topic that we'll definitely dig deeper into, and basically should question even your tap water that you're using. How would you know if the signs that your tap water might be contaminated, right? Unusual taste. So you notice a metallic, oily, or fishy taste. Chlorine smell, right? Sulfur smell, a cloudy or foamy look, low water pressure, and blackening, dirt, or sediments in the sink. Government advisory and boil warning. A lot of people here, or that I know or have seen, or people that I know, they usually boil water, maybe if they don't buy the clean water, but the signs that your tap water is definitely contaminated. It's chlorine smell, sulfur smell, a cloudy, foamy look, and the low water pressure that comes out. Unusual taste, you notice a metallic, oily, fishy taste, and the blackening, dirt, or sediments in the sink.
Analysis of the drinking water that comes out of your tap. However, I highly recommend that you go online and put in your zip code or municipal area code and figure out whether or not your water contains X amount of DBPs or Y amount of DBPs. Now, of course, you're going to get a bunch of values back, and unless you're a toxicologist, you're probably not going to know what those values mean. But what you're really looking for is whether or not there are high, low, or moderate levels of fluoride in that drinking water. Why do I say that? Well, there are studies that show that the concentration of fluoride in drinking water is of particular concern for the thyroid hormone system of the body. Now, thyroid hormone has a lot of different roles in brain and body, and thyroid hormone is very important for everything from metabolism to levels of energy. When thyroid levels are disrupted or if thyroid receptors are disrupted, it can lead to depression. When thyroid hormones are optimized, it can lead to optimal mood, if there is such a thing. But in other words, it helps keep your mood elevated. It relates to everything from sleep to reproduction. Thyroid hormone is involved in many, many things, including bone health and tissue health generally. So essentially every biological process in your body is impacted by thyroid hormone. And there's a study that I'd like to highlight, which was published in 2018. And the title of the study is Impact of Drinking Water Fluoride on Human Thyroid Hormones. This was a case control study, so this is not an extensive analysis of many individuals. However, what it shows is that fluoride negatively impacts thyroid stimulating hormone and so-called T3 levels. So you have thyroid hormone T3.
fluoride literally is, it has excessive systematic exposure to fluoride can lead to disturbances of bone homeostasis, skeletal fluorosis, and enamel development. All right. So the severity of dental fluorosis is also dependent upon fluoride dose and the timing and the duration of fluoride exposure. Okay, let's take a look at in regards to what is fluoride and uses, or I believe there's no benefits to it. But fluoride is a naturally occurring mineral. This is what they say, used in many dental products. That's what they say, to strengthen tooth enamel, which is not true, and prevent cavities, right? The definition of fluoride here is fluoride is an inorganic monoatomic anion of fluorine with a chemical formula F, whose salts are typically white or colorless. Fluoride salts typically have distinctive bitter taste and are odorless. So side effects of consuming fluoride, that is also found in the toothpaste, right? Tooth discoloration. We can see a lot of people in some areas or counties in Kenya, their teeth is discolored. Is it because of the toothpaste they're basically using or the water that they are drinking? Mostly here in Kenya, the research has been found is the water that they're drinking and also the toothpaste in some point. Tooth decay. This is the effects of consuming too much fluoride. High intake fluoridated water can lead to the weakening of enamel, skeletal weaknesses, neurological problems, high blood pressure, acne, and seizures. Those are the effects of fluoride, or basically consuming a lot of fluoride that is also found in the toothpaste that we guys use. Please, as you're going to buy any toothpaste, check if it contains fluoride because it's not good for your health, guys. It's not good for your health at all.
3 and T4, even in the standard concentrations that are present of, and here's an important number, 0.5 milligrams per liter. Okay, so if you can get a hold of the fluoride concentrations in your tap water and find out whether or not the concentrations are at, below, or exceed 0.5 milligrams per liter, what you will find is that even just 0.5 milligrams per liter of water can disrupt thyroid function. And this is going to be a particular concern for people that have familial, so genetically related thyroid issues, or that are concerned with keeping your thyroid hormone levels healthy, which I think is everybody. So I am
basically drinking a lot of tap water mostly causes a lot of reproductive system issues like having thyroids, literally, as we're listening to Dr. Andrew.
I'm telling you that you should try and get a hold of some data about the water that comes out of your tap if you intend on drinking tap water, and probably even if you don't, just know what's in your drinking water. Your local government should provide that information, and or it should be readily available.
They'll definitely not provide this information. We know that. So you have to find or research on this and regardless check your tap water, as I said earlier. And I've talked about the effects of tap water, or basically how to basically understand the signs that your tap water might be contaminated. If it has like some fishy taste or oily, you'll notice like a metallic, oily, or fishy taste, unusual taste, let me say that, a cloudy, foamy look, blackening or dirt sediment in the sink, and also chlorine smell, sulfur smell, and also if the low water pressure, if the pressure of the water is low, definitely it's not safe for you.
Available online. And in particular, I think it's worthwhile to address how much fluoride is present in your drinking water. Again, I don't want to create a lot of scare. I'm not trying to trigger fear here. I do think, however, by way of reading this review, by way of reading the paper that I just referred to a moment ago, again, links to these are going to be provided in the show note captions, that there is extensive evidence that elevated levels of fluoride in drinking water are simply not good for us. Now, that could open a whole discussion of why fluoride is in our drinking water in the first place at all. But leaving that aside, it seems to me that most everybody should know how much fluoride is in their drinking water. And ideally, everybody, yes, everybody is filtering their drinking water. Now, that raises the question of how best to filter drinking water. And that brings an answer of it depends on a couple of things. First of all, How healthy or unhealthy do you know yourself to be? Okay. So if you're somebody who has no health issues, you have plenty of vigor, you're sleeping well at night, you have no autoimmune disease, you're not aware of any health concern, minor or major, well, then perhaps you're somebody that doesn't want to filter your water. I would argue that why wouldn't you employ some very low or even zero cost approach to filtering your water?
It's so important to filter your water. I'll definitely read some benefits in regards to that as we basically dig deeper into the benefits of alkaline water, because we're basically checking right now how bad is tap water for your health.
There are going to be other individuals who are suffering particular ailments of brain or body, or both, that absolutely should be filtering their drinking water if they're getting their drinking the water from their tap, because it is pretty well established now that tap water contains a lot of these disinfectant byproducts, as well as, in most cases, exceeding the threshold of fluoride that we know to be healthy for us. How should you filter your tap water? Well, you have everything ranging from the so-called Brita type filters. So these are going to be carbon type filters or other filters that you essentially put over a container or a compartment where you can pour the water over it and it goes into the compartment below. Will those work? Are they sufficient to filter out the disinfectant byproducts? The general answer is yes, provided you change the filters often enough. However, it is not thought, unfortunately, not thought that they filter out sufficient fluoride. So what I highly recommend is, depending on your budget, that you go online and you search for at-home water filters that can filter out fluoride. There are a number of straightforward and inexpensive tools to do that. And here I don't have any relationship to any of the water filters or things that I'm going to mention now. I want to be very clear about that. There's no brand code or affiliation here. I'm simply trying to direct you to resources that will allow you to filter your tap water.
The importance of filtering water, definitely, I believe we know the importance of filtering water. So proponents argue that filtering water can bring about numerous benefits to it, from removing toxins to reducing hardness and improving the odor and the taste of it, definitely.
For it to be more safe for you to consume in a way that meets your budget, with the understanding that people have very different disposable incomes. So the range of costs here is going to be pretty tremendous. I just want to get that out of the way first. There are water filters that you can use repeatedly. So these are what I'll refer to as pitcher filters that are less than $100. Now, keep in mind that that's a one-time purchase, except for the replacement of the filters, which...
And also, by filtering water, it can basically create a physical barrier that can block or trap the sand, or basically the dirt that is found in water, and sometimes bacteria from passing through. So generally, the speed of the water flow will depend on the size of the gaps in the filter barrier or the membrane. A fine filter with the smallest gaps will mean a slower water flow. But it basically creates a physical barrier that can block the dirt in the water or the contaminants, and sometimes bacteria from passing through.
Fortunately, doesn't have to be done too often. So there are different filters. I'll provide a link to one that I found that is, at least by my read, of the lowest possible cost. So this is the so-called clearly filtered water pitcher with affinity filtration. So this is a filter that can adequately remove fluoride, lead, BPAs, glyphosates, hormones, and some of the other harmful things that are contained in most tap water. Again, I do realize that for some people, even an $80 cost is going to be prohibitive, but do realize that what you're doing here is you're purchasing a unit that can be used repeatedly over and over. The reason why it's lower cost than some of the different filtration approaches that I'll talk about in a moment are that you can't really put all the drinking water that you would use, say, for an entire week or for an entire month in one pitcher. You're going to have to repeatedly pour water into the pitcher in order to filter it. Now, as I mentioned before, the range on water filter costs for filters that can adequately remove fluoride and all the other things that you want out of your tap water is immense. In fact, you can find, whole house water filters that are, $2,000 or more. Again, these are going to be filters that are going to be in your garage or in a laundry room that are going to basically pull from the piping system of your house and deliver purified water. Technically, it's not purified, but that's removing these contaminants and fluoride from all the sinks in your house.
I believe if you are basically brought up in a household or basically an environment that you're brought in, it will be easier if you grow up learning about something. But if it's not really taught, or it's not something that people do in their household or their day-to-day lifestyle, it's super hard to question it, because in your mindset you definitely understand it's okay to drink tap water. Some people understand it's not okay to drink tap water because they've never questioned it, or maybe they've never been sick or have any kind of health issues in regards to drinking tap water. But I believe even here in Kenya, in regards to the places you see water, and we know such diseases as cholera or even skin diseases in regards to the water that you're consuming every day, because I believe you're supposed to drink, stay hydrated like every time. And can you imagine if you're drinking water that is contaminated every time? It's not good for your health, literally at all.
So you could effectively drink from any or all things in your house. That's what explains the higher cost. I think most people are probably not going to have the disposable income or have the opportunity to include one of these whole house filters. Although if you do have the means and it's important to you, you could do that. And then there are going to be what I would call intermediate systems. So systems that cost somewhere between $200 and $500. Probably one of the more common ones or popular ones is a so-called Berkey filter system. These are filter systems that, again, remove the things that you want removed from your tap water, and they can do it at higher volume.
Basically, we can use filters to basically purify our water, guys. If maybe you cannot get a hold of any alkaline water at the store, anything like that, use filter to basically have clean water in your household. We're going to digress from that to more about also alkaline foods in regards to alkaline water conversation that we're about to basically dig deeper into that. So basically filters help. The water guard or the chemicals used to disinfect contaminants in water might be healthy, but we know that the water guard actually leaves this smell in the water because it's supposed to put like kind of like a teaspoon of it into the water and like leave it for some few minutes or an hour. I think 30 minutes or 10, but it always has that smell to it, like you've put chemical in it.
And they're typically countertop units. They don't require any plug-in typically, or they only require brief plug-in and electricity. And they're going to filter out many, many liters or tens of liters of water so that you can always have access to that clean filtered water any time of day or night without having to pour over into the pitcher. Mm. So I mentioned these different options because, again, I realize that people have different levels of disposable income. As far as I know, there's no tablet or simple mechanism that can be purchased as a transportable pill that you can just simply throw in water and remove the contaminants. If anyone is aware of one that can adequately remove fluoride and other contaminants, please put in the comment section on YouTube. That'd be the best place so that I and everyone else can see it. But hopefully the mention of the different filtration systems that I mentioned will give you some choices that I would hope would fall within the range that one could potentially afford. An important note about filtration: just as in our body, there are mechanisms to signal mechanical changes and chemical changes that occur in our gut, in our brain, et cetera, elsewhere. And in general, both mechanical and chemical changes are signaled across the body to invoke different.
As regards to the importance of drinking alkaline water, but before that, let me share just a brief of alkaline foods.
Exactly. Why is there fluoride in people's water supply? You know it's poisonous. Why'd they put it there? That's a question you need to ask. Why would somebody put fluoride in toothpaste, in water supply? They know they know you don't know. A lot of people start to know it now. But why would they do that? Why would you do it?
To kill you.
Of course.
To definitely kill you.
Welcome to the real world. That's right.
In the toothpaste, it's just sad. It's not sad to them, but the fact that they're doing it basically kill people, and most people do not have this information in regards like fluoride is not good for you. You keep using it every day. So I believe you should check your toothpaste, guys, in regards to what you're using every day and the water that you're drinking. Let's take a look in regards to The health benefits of alkaline water.
To a chemical factory where chemical solutions are produced every day. These chemical solutions is responsible for the vital functioning force called life. The overall chemical solution produced by the body due to metabolism processes can either be acidic or alkaline. The acidity or alkalinity of a solution can be measured by a scale called the pH scale. The pH scale is an index which expresses the degree of acidity or alkalinity of a solution. It is usually represented by a number scale. A solution with pH 7 is said to be neutral. Example, water. A solution with pH 14 is said to be strongly alkaline. A solution with pH
So
1
pH 14 is stronger alkaline. The pH 7 is basically neutral. But I believe we should drink more alkaline water, maybe from pH 8 to 14.
is said to be strongly acidic. Medical research has revealed that the body is in its optimum health when it is alkaline. No disease, including cancer, can survive in an alkaline body environment.
Ain't that what I told you? Highly oxygenated body. You can't get
Yeah.
diseases every time. That's what I taught you guys.
Yeah.
So no COVID and none of that other shit.
Mm. So I believe it's mostly for us Africans in regards to drinking a lot of alkaline water.
It reveals that cancerous cells are acidic in nature and they tend to grow well when the body is acidic. One of the ways to inhibit the growth of cancer cells in the body is to subject the body to alkaline environment by injecting foods that can render the body solution alkaline. These types of food include fruits, vegetables, and legumes. Fruits such as lime and lemon are acidic, but the product of their digestion produce alkaline.
Eating also a lot of alkaline foods, alkaline water will help you. You basically have a lot of health benefits to it of in regards to drinking alkaline water and eating alkaline foods, guys.
Further research has also revealed that the body tissues tend to be healthier when in alkaline. This means that the overall human body is healthier when alkaline. On the other hand, the body is prone to diseases when acidic. Each time disease struck the body, the first thing it does is to put the body in acidic environment. We can subject the body to alkaline by ourselves also by drinking alkaline water. Alkaline water are ideal for the body with pH 8.5 to 9.5
Oh yes, toothache, stomachache, headache, fever.
can be produced by a machine called the Kanjem alkaline water
See,
machine.
see, but irritant. If you knew all this, if you knew all these things, you would have been scared with the COVID. Ah, it's the end of the world. Wear your mask. Ah, ah. If you just knew basic science, irritant, stuff that you're learning now, see, with knowledge, it destroys fear. So you
Yeah.
don't live in fear because you have knowledge. You don't believe, you have knowledge.
Yeah,
You know. Go ahead.
that is true. You're not prone to diseases if you eat and drink a lot of alkaline foods, right? And it definitely makes sense. Was basically what Keith is saying right now. You didn't have fear of being sick because you know what you're eating. If it's more alkaline or not, that's for you to judge.
Kanjem water is a secret of Japanese longevity. Kanjem water ionizer can make 5 types of water from pH 2.5 to 11.5. Now let's see the advantages of alkaline water. By drinking alkaline water, the aging process can be reversed and the function of the organs revived.
It's amazing, right? the aging process can be reversed.
That's what I told you.
Alkaline water. Yeah, that's what you told us, Keith.
I got to show you a video of a
Mm-hmm.
famous singer. I'm gonna send you after the show of this famous singer. She's
Yeah.
71. She's 71 years old. Erica, this is black. This woman is 71 and she looks amazing because of
Wow.
she been taking care of her melanin. It's
Right.
alkalinity and meditating. Now that you know, I was gonna send it to you and just tell you to guess. How was
Right.
this lady? But I told you already.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alrighty.
It is detoxifying and antioxidation. It removes excess body fat and toxins. It also normalizes blood pressure. It inhibits disease growth in the body.
That's it with more of alkaline water right away. Increases your health, your lifespan, guys. And you're basically not prone to get sick if you drink a lot of alkaline water and eat a lot of alkaline foods. There's a lady giving us a full or tiny brief in regards to alkaline recipes if you're having a hard time with that. And it's amazing. Also, Dr. Africa is saying that it's not good to combine foods, right? Like eating starch and carbohydrates or proteins with carbohydrates or fruits do
You
not make
you you know Erica. You can't tell them bastards in there about. You can't tell them bastards in there that.
we're trying to figure out how that can work also, you know.
We're also going to use some parsley. What I'm going to do today. Now, if you are new to the kind of alkaline acid theories, in very, very simple terms, the body strives to kind of keep a pH balance between 7.3 and 7.5. And that's a blood pH and a urinary pH of around 7. And it's thought that at that pH level, your body should be functioning and moving properly. With that in mind, it's also thought that a lot of diseases formed in the body is a result of your body being too acidic. So the dietary goal around that is to eat more alkaline forming foods than acid forming foods, and that should keep your body at a nice pH level. Now, the reasons for your body to be too acidic could be due to eating too many acidic forming foods. It could be stress, toxins, immune system reactions. There's so many different reasons, but the kind of general goal is to just eat more alkaline forming foods than acid forming foods. As you guys probably know, Dr. Sebi has done lots of work on this. He has his own list of electric foods which he recommends for optimum health. I will cross-reference the foods that he's mentioned with the foods that I'm going to share in this recipe of alkaline foods. I feel like I just spoke a lot. I hope that all made sense. So today I'm going to share with you a meal idea and a juice idea that are using alkaline foods.
Electric you, Erica, because I told you you are an electrical being.
I'm here every week to share with you guys. So let's get into these alkaline rich food ideas. So we've got some kale. We all know that kale is very nutritious and delicious. As well as that, we've got some quinoa. Quinoa is a great grain to use. It's got all 9 essential amino acids, lots of fiber, lots of protein, very delicious. One of my favorite grains to use and one of my favorite sources of protein on a vegan diet. And we've got some apples, which are nice and alkaline, and they're going to add a really nice sweet crunch to the meal that I'm going to share with you guys. We've got some limes too to add some more.
Like this is it, guys. Literally, I believe when we get sick and we're facing all these health prone diseases, it's because of everything that we're consuming and also the water that we're drinking. But if we eat and consume a lot of alkaline foods and water, we'll never be sick. It's gonna be hard for you to be sick.
Flavor. I know normally when we look at limes and lemons and things like that, we are looking at acid, but when you digest them, they actually are alkaline forming in the body. So they are alkaline in this instance. We're going to use some squash. Squash is amazing. It's got up to 50% of your recommended daily amount of vitamin C, plenty of vitamin A, very nutritious and delicious, and it's going to add some great flavor too. We're also going to
mostly for me, it's just the alkaline water. I'm going to look at that today at the store, Keith, the alkaline water, to see if they have it here. I think they should definitely have it at the store. So that's a plus for me.
Use some parsley. Parsley is alkaline. It's not actually on Dr. Sebi's list of foods. So if you wanted to stick to that, you could swap it out with basil, but it's alkaline. I love parsley, so we're going to be using parsley today. Avocados, because I mean, who doesn't love avocados? And they're alkaline and delicious. So we're going to add some avocados too. So let's get into this amazing, delicious meal that I'm going to share with you guys. So we're going to start off with this huge butternut squash. And I wanted to use a huge one because when you roast these really do shrink in size. So I've got this beautiful one here. I'm just going to cut the butternut squash in half. This can be quite difficult, so you want to use a really good knife for this. And I'm going to cut it in half.
We're almost winding up here on Let's Pop with Irichan. The topic was effects of tap water and why we should drink alkaline water, which we basically talked about the benefits of water filtration. Also, if maybe you cannot get alkaline water, I believe the chemical that is used to disinfect the contaminants in the water, here in Kenya we know about the water guard, which kind of leaves a very weird chemical smell in it, even though they're saying it helps kind of like kill the contaminants in the water. Maybe use a filter or basically just buy alkaline water if you can find it in the store. And we also talked about the fluoride that is found in the water, the toothpaste, and we talked about the effects of consuming a lot of fluoride, which is in the toothpaste everywhere. And there's some region here in Kenya that the water, they say it's the water because their teeth is super discolored, and they said it's the water that they're consuming. And also another effect of consuming a lot of fluoride is you're going to have acne, seizures, your high blood pressure is going to be high. Your pressure, the blood pressure is going to be high. Also, they say the tooth decay, which you basically know about that, or tooth discoloration, and neurological problems. So that's basically the effects of consuming fluoride, which you should know about. I know we see that in the ingredients that is used to basically manufacture toothpaste, and we don't really question that, but it's not good for us guys at all. And also the factor that tap water is not good for you, and the signs that you should know that your tap water is contaminated, it says you'll find like the blackening dirt or sediment in the sink, unusual taste of the water, which is, you can notice a lot of like metallic taste or oily or fishy taste in it, sulfur smell, chlorine smell, and also the low water pressure that the water is coming out in it. And also, guys, consume a lot of alkaline foods and recipes. If you don't know about it, just research alkaline recipes. Maybe you'll understand also the fact that Dr. Africa says you should not combine. We'll talk about that maybe on Friday. Food combination, it's not really good.
Again, pop it open, and then we've got the seeds. As I've mentioned before, you can keep the seeds, you can reuse them, you can add them to salads and things like that to reduce your food waste.
This butternut, I think it's a butternut, maybe. The soup is really nice, the butternut soup.
Then I'm going to slice it up. And you just want to cut them into small pieces, and you want to keep the sizes very similar, just in order for them to cook at the same time. But they don't need to be perfect. Then we've got all this gorgeous, delicious looking butternut squash. I just
Also that cooking oil, Arizona to use. Also that cooking oil, you know.
Right.
Any kind of seed oil are dangerous. Only oils you should be using to cook, and I think it's olive oil. So any of them seed oils that you guys buy at the store, those are all fucked up. Those are all fucked up. That's why I don't cook in that shit. Even though I'm out here eating it, I'm still back here, still buy shit. Because everybody's using to cook stuff, even out here, you know, in the stores and stuff.
Right.
At home, I haven't about cooking on every time in 7 years. About 7 years. I ain't about to cooking on about 7 years. I bake every goddamn thing. I bake that shit. If I can't bake it, I don't eat it. I don't use no oil. I don't use no oil.
The butternut or whatever you're eating or preparing.
Yeah, well, what's that squash right there she's making?
Yeah.
Now this is probably gonna put in the oven. Like again, I got rid of my microwave. I don't microwave shit. I had to say the last microwaves I bought was for in there. I know you guys, it's happening. You research things. So last microwaves I did, I bought Joby one, I bought Katie asked one. So,
Right.
but I don't use the motherfuckers, but because radiation, I don't use that shit. I just because I also bought them a little bacon, also a little bacon oven in there too. You guys got. That's what I use. I use oven. I got a big house oven.
Yeah.
As far as using oil, I don't. I haven't cooked with oil inside my house at least in 7 years now.
Oh, what do you
Because
use?
it's all, I don't fry anything here. I don't fry shit because frying shit is bad. So I fry when you fry food, but I'm still out here eating fried food. I do as little as possible because I know it's bad for me. But I don't eat fried food here. I remember when my brother did that, I laughed. Ah, man, you didn't how about fried chicken? That's eat fried chicken. But I
Right.
don't make it at the house. I bake everything here, so I bake it. So if I'm eating chicken, I
Good.
bake it. If I'm eating
That is nice. Yeah.
that's why I bought you guys that deep fried, right? You need or I got a deep fried that I bought. I said, oh, listening with Frank, so I said, let me get you guys a deep fried. So,
Mm.
so you don't have to use the oil.
Yeah.
It fries it out the oil. So that's what I use every time. I deep fry everything.
Mm.
You know, I deep fry, but air fry. You
Mm.
know, that's why I bought you guys the air fry. So you
Right.
wouldn't have to use that grease. That grease is frying everything is bad for us. And you can look at fried food kills it. So
Mm.
and fried food is what? It's acidic. Fried
Yeah.
food is acidic. So, you know, that's why I tried. Man, I tried a little bit at a time, Eric. I couldn't go like you, just go completely. I couldn't completely do right. I had to do it in stages, Eric, because I
Right.
wasn't raised right. Right, I wasn't raised right like you do. So it's gonna take me time to kick these bad habits. So if I said, okay, if I get rid of the damn, if I don't fry food at home, at least I'm doing half the battle. I'm still probably buying fried food outside the house every now and then. But at home, when you're mostly home eating everything, I cut that off completely. I said, if I don't buy this shit, I can't use it. So I haven't bought any damn grease to
Mm.
fry anything in 7 years. So I haven't made anything fried in my house for 7 years.
Yeah.
So then I was baking everything. And then one of my brothers said, hey man, why don't you just get an air fryer? I said, what the fuck is that? Yeah, man, you don't want that grease. Put your food in there and it cooks it with the air. So of course, I went on YouTube to look it up. I said, oh shit, okay. No, okay. Even though I shouldn't be eating the chicken, but that at least I'm not eating that pork, which is really bad. Uh, so I just start air frying my chicken, and it was delicious air time, no grease. So
Mm.
it's just the meat that I should be eating, but at least it's healthier than the fried shit. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just been a process of trying to get that. So all the water, just like last year, I was drinking soda air time all the time.
Right.
And I told my brother, man, I'm addicted to these sodas. I can't give them up. I gave up the pork. Then one day, I don't know what happened. I've been creative. One day at a time.
Mm.
I bought a soda and I drank it. And for that one day, I could taste all the chemicals in that shit. I was like, damn. Like all of a sudden, like my taste, like God hit me in the head. There you go, nigga. Taste the real. So I opened the soda here so I could taste all the sugar and chemicals. I'm like, I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible.
Mm.
So it forced me. So that day, that's a year ago. It's September, a year ago. I was with the soda here. So a year ago, I went in and bought my first alkaline thing of water,
Right.
on a consistent basis. And I just said, oh man, that's what I need. I needed something clean. So, and I never went back to soda. I never thought to give up soda. Now
Right.
I can't drink a soda. But now it takes all of it. I'm like, oh my God, oh, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
Because, like Dr. Africa said, you got to work hard at being sick. It's easy to be healthy. Just do right.
Mhm.
Just
That's a fact.
just do right, Erica. Just do right. Eat your
That's
kale. Eat your greens. Eat your fruit. Eat your oranges. Eat your strawberries. Eat your watermelon. Eat your damn lemon. Just
yeah.
do right. Don't
Push
eat
your
ugali. Don't eat ugali every goddamn day.
That might be hard to convince a lot of people.
Hey, they gonna kick you out the studio over there. They gonna kick you out the studio every time.
Oh my gosh. They had this yesterday. They had pumpkins yesterday. And they were mad about that.
Yeah, you know they was mad pumpkins. You know they're mad about eating that shit.
Oh my god. Shimani said it's trash.
I said, and I'm bad because I would have been like same thing Shimani's saying. I'm like, it's rough because your taste buds are used to a certain taste, so it takes a while every time. So, it's taking me a while. I got off that chicken and I went right back to it. The outside chicken outside that Popeye. I got off it for 2 years. And I went back and ate it one time and then I got addicted right all over again. Got fucked up again. God damn.
Clean yourself. Pole
So-
every day. Eat pumpkins every day. Try a little bit of pumpkins, And then you
Yeah,
have
well,
time.
I try to get. I'm not gonna be as good as you, but I'm gonna get as alkaline as possible. I eat a lot of fruit, of course now,
Amazing.
and I drink nothing but water. So half the bottles, half the bottle, I don't cook in no cooking oil. I don't use that shit at all. I don't buy no cooking oil. Don't got none of that shit. So, well, yeah, that's about it. So as long as you, and those hard guys, but if you work towards that, you won't get sick.
Facts.
You don't get sick, guys, because that makes your body highly oxygenated because you have alkalinity, so you can't get you can't get none of those diseases they try to scare you with because your body is too healthy. That disease can't live in your body because your body's too healthy. It just kills it. It won't. You will never get any cancer. Never, because your body will immediately see it and kill it off. Because your body is too healthy. Your body is in optimal health.
And it's more electric, maybe?
Say it again?
Your body is more electric?
Yeah, your body is electric. Your body's electric. That's why it kills everything off. See, as Africans, we are electric. That's why I told you, you gotta get rid of your you gotta get rid of your groupie religion. You gotta know what you really are. You are a light being, which is electric. You're light. I know you see your body, you think of your body, you're not. Inside your body, you're nothing but light. You are electrical. You are a light being. So, and when you get even more knowing stuff, you don't even have to eat nothing every time as an African. You really don't have to eat anything.
Right.
You don't have to eat anything every time. Because now I'm really going to fuck you up.
But we're almost cleaning up.
Yeah, because let me just say this, before we wrap up.
Okay.
As an African, you're supposed to go back to eating nothing and just being sustained by electrical pulses, which is the sun. It's called breatharianism. I mean, I couldn't do that because I like the taste of food, but as Africans, you don't even need food because you're light. The oranges and the vegetables come directly from the sunlight, what makes it grow, because you're getting that energy, that light. So as Africans, you don't even need that. What you do is you touch your body, go outside and ground yourself, take off your shoes, ground yourself to earth, which is an electrical current, hold on to a tree or something, then learn the sun gaze, stare into the sun. You gotta feed your body. And then you'll be living 300, 400, 500 years again. Because now you're completely clean. Because you get energy directly from the universe. So type this in airtime before we leave. Say what is a breatharian?
Pardon? What is
What is a breatharian? Oh
breath?
no. This will be better. You're on YouTube. Open this. Type this in YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Say black man explains his journey into becoming a breatharian. Breatharian is going to be BREATHIAN. Breatharian. Black man describes his journey into becoming a breatharian. BREATHIAN.
Mm.
He was once fat. He said, "Did I learn I can get like airtime, go completely alkaline? Then I learned I didn't eat none of this damn food. I can just eat the sun and don't eat nothing. I ain't ate nothing in 20 years." That's right. That's right, airtime. Yeah, fucking your mind up.
Um, Black man explains his journey into becoming a breatharian.
Breatharian. BREATHIAN.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm basically looking at that. But it's like the origin of black people according to something else. It's not really bringing that. Life is spiritual present. How I became a mermaid.
Huh. Oh, okay.
It's not bringing anything, kid.
Okay, let me see. No, you on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. Do this then.
Google?
No. Stay there. Say say man describes breatharianism.
Okay.
Probably just pull them up. All right, you're good to go. Appreciate you, man.
Okay. I think I got it.
All right. You know what?
And I love connecting
That's
the
him.
right
That's
people,
him. That's him.
spreading
You must,
awareness regarding health.
cause now,
So
now
I
we're going
met him
spiritual
a
ear
couple
time.
months
Now we're
ago
going
at
by
a
what you
retreat,
are.
and since
We're winding up. We have another show, so we have to talk about this on my next show.
then we are in touch. And this
Yeah.
time when he was coming, he contacted and we started arranging the seminars, the retreats, the talk.
Yeah, he hasn't
So
ate in
here we
20
are.
years.
Over to you with
Really?
your life
Yes,
story.
ear time. That's real. He hasn't eaten no drinking. Listen, this is real. That's not just him. A
What is
bunch of
it?
people. He's a practicing breather. He hasn't eaten no drinking in 20 years. Ear time.
What
I'm
do you
about to
mean
tell you
20?
what you. I'm about to
That's a
tell
lot
you
of
what you really are. Huh?
That's a lot of years.
Yes, because you.
A lot of
Wait, just
years.
listen. Ear time. You don't need to eat at all.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, listen to him real quick. He acted like 2 minutes. Listen.
Okay.
And a breatharian is a person that can eat very little or none at all.
At all.
Now, I grew up in Ohio, USA. And growing up in Ohio, USA, I grew up in a family where my mother made sure that we always had food within the household. She made sure so much that we had extra freezers, extra refrigerators, and we actually fed the whole neighborhood. So me growing up in this type of household, when I finally broke away and got my own family and got married, that idea too was in my head to always have enough food to feed your family, and also bought extra freezers, extra refrigerators, because that was the idea, to always have food available. Now as time went forth, I began to gain more and more weight.
He got
And I
sick.
began to feel very bad. However, everybody in my reality growing up in America because it was encouraged to eat the 3 meals a day. However, it was
Exactly.
the 5 meals a day and the big
The acid.
portions. That
The
was
acid.
commonplace where I grew up at. So, however, I began to gain more and more weight, really feel bad about myself. And then one day, as I had to go see the doctor, my blood pressure began to rise. And
So understand here, Tom. He was eating an acidic diet, so he was full of disease. So he started learning about being alkaline, as we're gonna tell you, and then you're a spiritual being, Irritam. He learned these things. I'm gonna destroy your Christianity. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Winding up, your time is up.
Okay, wind up.
We'll continue fighting. I'll definitely go and listen in to that, and we're going to talk about that on Friday on my show.
You better bookmark it so you can find it again. So yeah, so he talks about him being sick, and then understand going back. Say, I learned about being alkaline. I went to an alkaline diet and I started getting healthy. My blood pressure went down, and then I heard somebody say something about not eating at all. I said, that's crazy. You gotta eat.
Right.
How you live if you don't eat? Because you're electrical being. You're electrical. You don't need to eat shit. You're an electrical being. You need energy, not food. Food is supposed to give you what, Earshot? Energy. So you can replace food with the straight energy of the universe.
Right.
That means you don't have to drink or eat shit. Yeah. Can I do it? I did it for a little while, but I like the taste of food too much. I'm not disciplined like him. I tried it. I tried about 6 years ago, and I got into like a month, and I was full of energy. But I was like, God damn, this shit's boring. I think I'm gonna taste something. Like he said, he eats once every 2 years for the taste, And then eating is also social irritant. It's a social thing we got when we eat with one another. But yeah, because remember when you fast, that's what the Bible told you about fasting. Fasting is healthy.
It is healthy. I definitely agree with you on that. But thank you guys for joining me live on TikTok. I could see.
What is Joby in there or something telling you to wrap it up or something?
No. It's just time is up when we have another show. You came in late.
All right, calm
topic,
down. Pull the Joby on my ass.
Right. The topic has been effects of tap water and why we should drink alkaline water or filtered water. We've talked about that in regards to the effects of tap water and basically the fact that it has a lot of fluoride in it, also in the toothpaste, not healthy for you guys. The effects of consuming fluoride, which is found in some tap water or basically in the toothpaste, is high blood pressure, acne, seizures, the tooth decay or discoloration, and a lot of reproductive system health diseases for the ladies like thyroids and a lot more about that. But I really will talk more about topic, the story of a breatharian.
Breatharian.
Yes.
Called a breatharian. Yeah, it ain't very interesting. It's part of life. A lot of people did that hundreds of thousands of years ago. So what you're doing is, since you're a spirit being, you're going back into spirit form every time. You think as a spirit, you think spirits eat shit in the non-physical world? No. What is a spirit eating? Nothing. A spirit's not eating no fucking ugali.
Right.
And bloody fucking meat. That crazy shit Canvas was talking about. Eating bloody fucking meat. Are you out your fucking mind?
Have a great afternoon, guys. Remember to download our app on the Google Store and also stream on www.blackoutfindenver.com. Follow us on all social medias to find amazing uplifting conversation. Remembering it's always about redefining Africans as we redefine ourselves because you are the change you need to see in the world. Bye and have a blast. Much love.
My African hips get down to you. Whoa. My African legs that go front to you. Whether you come here to break dance, I think you shake hands, shake hands. You come here to make plans. Never would it reach us motherland. Whether you come here to rock with me, I be not to find good. Everything they never would it reach us motherland. Anywhere you go, London, USA. Nowhere be like Africa.
Be like Africa.
Nowhere be like home.